What's up guys, Jimmy here with another Lots of Games video. Thank you so much for checking out my video today. I'm going to be going over with you guys several gaming topics today. First, let's talk about the PlayStation 4 emulator. And be forewarned, there are a lot of videos on YouTube talking about the PS4 emulator. And it seems that anyone who really tries to talk about it, say the truth, say how this is actually not a real, there's a few, I guess, different proclaimed PS4 emulators, but some of the more prominent ones, anyone who wants to talk about this, they're getting a lot of dislikes, mainly because there's a lot of scammers online wanting to scam you guys. Now, I'm not saying that a PS4 emulator could not happen in the future, but what I am saying is that the PS4 emulators currently, today, we're at the end of August 2018, all of them are fake, okay? If you go online, if you go on YouTube, you'll check out the different emulators for the PS4. It's not exactly the most legit thing in the world. You go and do a search. But I mainly wanted to talk about this with you guys. A lot of you guys know I talk about a whole lot about PlayStation games. For years, people have been emulating PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games. In fact, the PC-SX2 is an emulator that people use to play their PS2 games on their PC. It's actually a very popular emulator, the PC-SX2, to not only play their PS2 games on their PC, but also, in a lot of cases, if their PC can handle it, they can play their PS2 games in 4K. It's pretty awesome. It's really popular. In fact, this is the crazy thing. Before I get the PS4 emulator, a lot of you guys might be going, what is this all about? For years, I thought there'd be no way that people will be able to play PS3 games on their PC. But there is, in fact, this is actually a legit thing. There, in fact, is a real working PS3 emulator. Not to say it works well, just for some games, it is somewhat functional. It is rough, like a lot of the games. Mainly why I never thought this could happen, because the architecture, the technology for the PS3, for years, a lot of people just struggled to just even make games, let alone wanting to play games from the PS3 on the PC. It's just the technology for the PS3 is a whole nother beast. And so with the Xbox One and the PS4, Xbox One and the PS4 are a lot more compatible, or something a lot more comparable to a gaming PC. The PS3 is way different. The PS4, Xbox One, a lot more closer to a gaming PC, okay? It's a lot easier to make games for those consoles now. And so you have these different PS4 emulators, and currently, again, they are not legit. And one of the main ones I wanted to talk to you guys about, because a lot of people are being fooled, being duped, is the PC-SX4. And it sounds like, hey, Jimmy, there's a real emulator. It's called the PC-SX2. Why wouldn't the PC-SX4 work? You go on YouTube and you're like, hey, someone's playing God of War. God of War is a pretty new game. I don't have a PS4. I would love to play God of War on my PC. Well, this is not real. This is fake. Now, most of you guys probably already know this, but I think a lot of you guys might even not know that there are these types of scams going on right now for one reason or another, wanting to get your information or have you download things that you shouldn't be downloading. And again, in the future, I could see, in fact, an Xbox One emulator. I could see a PS4 emulator, because these consoles are much closer to gaming PCs. These developers are loving these consoles because they have hardware that is really easy to make games for, from their standpoint, from the articles that I've read. But currently, at this point, if you're interested in downloading or in playing your PS4 games on the PC, do not do it, okay? Again, this is pretty obvious, but I thought I'd just share this with you, that this is actually a thing. The emulation community is very, very strong, and I think it's pretty awesome for the consoles that are actually, where it's doable, like the PC-SX2 and the Cemu and the Dolphin. And I think actually there's been some emulation for the Xbox 360 as well. So I could see definitely in the near future emulation happening for the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. And I believe there's actually a legit one. For a while, there were fake ones, or scam ones for the Nintendo Switch. But I think, in fact, there is one that they're working on for the Switch. And it'll just be a matter of time before you'll be able to play Switch games on your PC. I could totally see that. But anyway, guys, next topic I wanted to share with you is Streets of Rage 4. Now, of course, this game was announced and came out of nowhere. It's like 25 years old, since there was another Streets of Rage game. A lot of people are super excited for the upcoming, Streets of Rage 4. Amy also brought us The Dragon's Trap, which is a really awesome, beautiful looking game. And with the whole thing with Streets of Rage 4, a lot of people are super excited about it. Josh Fairhurst with Limited Run Game had something actually very interesting to say regarding Streets of Rage 4. So after the trailer was released, Josh says, "I've been harboring this knowledge for a year now. I'm so excited about this." So I was like, holy cow, Josh has known about this for like a year, that Streets of Rage 4 was in development. And it kind of made sense though, because Limited Run Games has a really good relationship with .emu. And they've had this relationship for quite a while. They brought, of course, a lot of the games to physical copies. You have Windjammers they brought on the PS Vita and the PS4, which is, brought to those systems responsible because of .emu. Windjammers was a franchise that's been around for a long time on Neo Geo. .emu is like, hey, let's bring it back. And Limited Run Games like, hey, let's make physical copies. And also, in addition, .emu also is like, hey, Limited Run Games, let's bring East Origin to the systems as well. And this is really cool because with this whole relationship, I could definitely see Limited Run being involved with bringing physical copies of Streets of Rage 4 to us. Streets of Rage 4, of course, is going to be on a few different platforms, I'm sure. And it'll be mainly available digitally, but to be able to have that option, I know, of course, this isn't confirmed, but I could definitely see how it could make sense and how Limited Run Games would bring Streets of Rage 4 to us, make it available to have a physical copy. So in addition, I just talked about Ease. It was just recently announced on how there is, in fact, a new Ease game in development. And so I'm really excited about this. I was first introduced to the Ease series, Ease Book 1 and 2 on the TurboGrafx 16 CD player. I've been playing the games for years now. This is fantastic news. Not exactly sure though. It said there's a new Ease game in development. That could mean a lot of things. A new Ease game, and the day arrives where they're going to make some type of announcement. It's going to be like Ease on the iPhone or Ease on the Android. It could be something totally different. My guess, and I'm hoping that it's going to be Ease 9, then in fact it's going to be a full-fledged game coming out, of course, like the PC and the PS4. I had a whole lot of fun with Ease 8. I thought it was an amazing game. It was a massive game with so many different characters, so many wonderful, exciting places to explore, unique enemies that you encountered, epic boss battles. Ease 8 is a beautiful game, excellent game you guys should check out when you get a moment. And so my final thing I want to share with you guys today is I got the chance to check out some of the gameplay reveal or the gameplay for the Xbox One for Devil May Cry 5. Digital Foundry did a video, and man, guys, this game looks so good, looks so amazing. Apparently on the Xbox One, it's going to be running 4K 60 frames per second. And of course, with a game like Devil May Cry 5, you definitely want the game to be playing super fast action sequences, so much stuff going on. You definitely want this to be playing at 60 frames per second, where the action is very similar. For those of you guys who aren't familiar with Devil May Cry series, very similar to like over-the-top craziness that you'd find similar to like Bayonetta. And of course, Devil May Cry has been out years longer than Bayonetta, but it's been a while since a like sequential Devil May Cry game has been released. A lot of people are super stoked for it, and it really looks beautiful. It looks incredible. It's going to be out for a few different platforms, and I cannot wait. Devil May Cry, a great game that I'm hoping will come sooner than later. So guys, after I got done making this video, I just have a quick question for you. What digital games are there out there, digital only, that you would love to have a physical copy of? Companies like Limited Run Games, who were able to bring us a physical copy of Darius Burst, Chronicle Saviors, and also companies like Strictly Limited, who bring us games like Guns, Gore, and Cannoli on the PS4. Physical copies in limited batches, I think, is just a brilliant idea. So again, the question that I have for you guys, what digital games out there would you guys love to see a physical copy of? So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode of gaming news, gaming topics that I wanted to share with you guys. Any comments, things you guys wanted me to talk about for the next episode, next show, let me know in the comment section below. And as always guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you later.